Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your March 2023 tarot card reading. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jane. Thank you all so much for being here. So March is a huge month, and astrologically, we astrologers have been looking at March 2023 for a really long time. Now, I am going to be posting the astrology segments in a separate video in the next couple of days. So this video is only going to be the tarot card reading. But if you want to get notified for that astrology segment, please make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell because there is just so much going on in March. It's definitely one of the months that's like a must see, must pay attention, must know. So anyway, this video is only going to be the tarot card reading. Please make sure to check out your sun, moon, or rising sign. And if you're here for love, you're more than welcome to check out your Venus sign as well. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into the reading. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly tarot card reading for March 2023. So we're going to start off with an intuitive card here. So let's see what comes through for Gemini. Okay. So it feels like life continually pulls you back to center. So the likelihood of you being tempted or having options or having potential detours that seem appealing is actually really high. But regardless of how much you're sort of desiring to detour, life is just going to keep putting you back on this track. I feel like you are on a track of growth and development and learning or whatever it is that is so essential for you right now that your higher, whatever you want to say, the higher self, spirit, God, your angels, your guardians, whatever, they will not let you deviate right now. And I do feel like they are going to be putting things in your path that's sort of, I don't know what the word, it's like if something is trying to pull you off the path, the person or the thing that may be trying to pull you is so unappealing to Gemini that it's almost as though they get disgusted or agitated or irritated or frustrated at this other thing that they are like feeling so grateful to just be on their straight and narrow path. And so while you may have some sway back and forth, left and right, up, down, all around, at the end of the day, you're still always going to be dead center. Okay? Pisces season can be strange, and now we have Saturn coming into Pisces, which is a whole thing in and of itself. So yeah, the lens is going to be really skewed. But if you have a really strong and pure sense of self and a strong and pure sense of kind of who you are and what you want and what you're looking for and what you're expecting in this life, there's no way for you to go wrong. Okay, so what the universe needs from you is the Tower. I do feel like Gemini is about to go through a really destructive time. Not that it's going to be destructive for you, but that you are going to be tearing things apart that no longer serve. And you are going to be serving out Tower moments for other people because of your unavailability, because of your unwillingness to waver from your path, because you're not willing to compromise for things, because you're not willing to be that nice anymore. I feel like the more and more you grow spiritually, the less nice you become to people. Like the more and more love and light you actually are, the meaner you actually get because you're so like just real with people. And I feel like you're just super real with people. And so the universe needs you to be a Tower moment for other people. It needs you to be the one that is shocking other people into their alignment. Why Gemini do I feel like you're like going to become this villain in other people's lives and you're going to never be happier? Like you've never been happier than being such a villain in people's lives. There is something to be said about that role. And I'm not saying you're a bad person by any stretch of the imagination. It's just, I feel like you're the teacher now. Maybe you're done being the student and you are now ready to teach. And the way you teach is the way you handle yourself and the way you communicate with people and the way you make choices and the way you live your life. And if people want to keep up with you, they're going to have to grow with you. Right? And I feel like with all these things that are trying to pull you off center here, all those people are the ones going to be getting hit with the tower moment the minute Gemini sort of snaps back like a rubber band into that center point. And they're going to realize, oh, like Gemini doesn't want to be with me. Why not? Gemini doesn't want to come work for my company. Why not? Like, what's wrong with me? And then they are going to go through their own process of discovery. Okay? So what's going on in the environment? Who specifically does Gemini need to be aware of who's in their environment? The King of Cups. Okay. Well, I don't mind a King of Cups. I feel a lot of stability there with a King of Cups. He feels really aware. Okay. He feels like his heart is his greatest asset. He does lead with his heart. Now, I say he because it's a King of Cups, but it could be anyone. But this is someone that has a great deal of depth and a great deal of sensitivity, but they are also warriors. And I there's like, I've heard this from a lot of different like motivational people and stuff, like how important it is to become, to understand that you are capable of being a monster. Right? And that only then can you be truly good, right? Like if you understand what you're truly capable of, and if you're able to go, that's why like when we're doing spiritual awakening work, we have to do shadow work as well, because we have to understand that aspect of us. And I feel like this is someone that genuinely understands their villain as well. They understand their own capacity for all levels of good and bad, and that they have in many ways unified both, and they are unified. And I feel like Gemini is unifying in this moment. I think that's what Pluto through Capricorn really truly was for Gemini, was this collapse of this duality. And now that we're coming out of it this month, Pluto officially leaves your 8th house for a minute anyway. And you really are this whole new person that's unwilling and unable to deal with anyone else's BS. And you have no qualms about telling people where to stick it if they are out of line. And I feel the King of Cups is exactly the same. And almost as though the King of Cups is someone, like you're coming into the good graces of the King of Cups. Not that you really cared about that, but probably this is someone that you really respect or love. This could even be a potential lover, someone who is truly respectable and admirable, and someone that you never thought you ever could have gotten in the past, right? But this is someone who's like starting to look at Gemini and be like, wow, good for them. Like more power to them. And there's a lot of respect going from them to you in the way that you respect them. So a lot of mutual respect going on. We'll see what else comes out with that King of Cups. Okay. I've got the Hierophant. Ten of Cups and the Empress. Well, I certainly feel that Gemini is just really sure of who they are and what they want, and makes no apologies for what they're doing, and they're just going for it, and with the Hierophant, I love the Hierophant with this. This kind of looks like a DNA strand a little bit too, but I like the Hierophant. I always say he's like the inner guardian or the inner Buddha or inner guru or whatever it is. It's that aspect of us that is always 100% aligned with truth, always 100% aligned with our highest possible timeline. the aspect of us that understands our full potential and what we are truly and fully capable of. And when we stay aligned and when we stay in touch with our inner Hierophant, we tend to have a life that accelerates very, very quickly in all ways, not only spiritually, but also materialistically too. Like, there are people out there who follow their bliss and follow their heart, and they are like super world famous by the age of 21 or something, right? Just simply because they didn't push back against things. I think you're coming to a place where you are completely unwilling to push back against the things that make you happy and the things that are really, really good for you. And if something doesn't feel right, boom, you cut it off immediately. Right? And if something feels right, then boom, you invest in it immediately. Like, Gemini is not in a position where they just want to sit around and wait for things to show, like, oh, well, let's wait and see. Like, no, like, Gemini is going to use their intuition. They're going to use that inner guidance system, and they are going to start making fast decisions. And they're going to start calling people out. Now, I don't mean you have to like go ruin people's lives or anything, but to be like, no, I don't want to be in your company. No, I don't want to see you on my phone. No, I don't want this. I don't want that. Block, 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 right? And you're just legitimately cutting out all the options that have absolutely nothing to do with the best and highest life that you hope to have for yourself. And there's an extraordinary amount of self-value and self-worth and self-respect that's coming through here, which is so beautiful whenever we have these moments of like truly understanding how valuable and divine we are. And I think there is going to be a little bit of looking back on your life this month, a little nostalgia, where there's an aspect of you that's like, I didn't realize how easy this was. If I had only realized how simple this was and how easy it was to recognize this feeling of being aligned, my life would be in a completely different place. But it's not, that nostalgia is not happening so you can feel badly or have regret. That's not the point of it. The point of that nostalgia is to help you realize how much more you're capable of this point moving forward. And I think a Gemini truly is ready for an incredible acceleration in their life. And this is something that they are desperately craving and desperately wanting. Well, maybe desperate's not the right word. It's just, it's almost as though you don't really have anything left to lose. What have you got to lose to live your life fully? Honestly, what have you got to lose? So here we have the Knight of Wands. I don't know why the Knight of Wands is really bugging me this month. Judgment. Chariot. Yeah, I don't know why he's bugging me so much. There's something, he came out in another reading too, and I just like, oh, he was like fingernails down a chalkboard. This whole vibe to me, it feels like such the antithesis of what we're working towards, okay? This is someone who, in this context, with the way that I'm intuitively feeling, okay, this is someone that genuinely does not want responsibility. This is like a prince who enjoys all of the benefits of being a prince and will do absolutely anything to make sure his father, the king, stays alive, or his mother, the queen, stays alive for as long as possible, so he never has to wear that crown because he doesn't want all of the responsibility that comes with it. This is just him, like so he can just kind of play, or he can flit about and abdicate a lot of responsibility. Maybe that's the word I'm really looking for. There's a lot of abdication here. And with the Judgment, it feels very clear. Clear that this person or these people or this situation or whatever it is never, ever, ever going to be able to provide the security and the prosperity that you, in your heart of hearts, know is destined for you. And maybe you're tower momenting that Knight of Wands. And I think you love the Knight of Wands, or you respect them to a degree. I think that you respect how different you are. You respect how different the goals are and how you want different things. You respect their path and their learning process. And you know what? Just as we're starting, we are just moving into a thunderstorm. How perfect tower moment is that? I just heard the first thunder of the day. It's like pitch dark outside. It's like literally 12:30. It is so dark outside that actually my security lights on my property turned on. So it's a dark day today. But anyway, I think there's a lot of illumination for Gemini. Like something is really gonna click this month where you just are like, holy cow. All of a sudden, you start seeing things from a completely different perspective. And I really do think this is about embracing that inner villain, embracing that part of you that really just, it doesn't want to care what other people think. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to go on this rampage destroying everyone's life, but you're going to do whatever it takes to get your life to the highest place that you can possibly get. Now, this chariot is all primed and oiled up and ready to go, right? The chariot is here to carry you wherever you need to go. You just have to get in. And probably there's going to be like a conversation that is had. There is going to be some kind of, some words that are said, maybe on the part of another person, right? They say it or they do it, that gives you all the information that you need. Like, for example, if you are in an unhealthy romantic relationship, the person that you're hoping, it's like almost like you've been waiting for an excuse that was good enough to really build up that courage to actually leave. They're going to say that thing that you've been hoping that they would say. They're going to do that thing that you were hoping they would do because you know that it would give you courage to leave. And I feel like the door is wide open for Gemini to create whatever kind of life they want. You just have to be willing to stand up for yourself, even if that means that you crumble another person's illusionary world. There's so much truth coming through here. There's so much reflection. Like, I feel like Gemini is the true reflector by living so much in your own truth. Now, when I say your own truth, I don't mean like you think your perspective is it's not about perspective, really. Truth really is aligned with the highest truth in terms of your own potential, in terms of what you're capable of, in terms of like fear not being real and all of that, okay? But you are so aligned with truth that you reflect back to everybody all the ways that they are lying to themselves. And that's a tower moment for everybody else. And the King of Cups is someone who aligned with their truth a long time ago, or aligned with the truth a long time ago. This is someone who aligned with their shadow and has understood their darkest capabilities. That's why they're kind of showing up in your space right now. Now, this may be someone that you don't really know. It may be someone that comes in new, or maybe it's someone that has been kind of a satellite energy in your life and hasn't really fully landed. But if that's the case, they seem to be coming back full force. But the only way that they can come back is if you truly embrace this sort of inner villain that's trying to come out right now. Okay? I feel like this story here with the King of Cups is a long story. It doesn't necessarily officially start in March, and it doesn't really end in March either. It's going to be a continued situation. but there's a lot of mutual respect. I'm like so drawn to this eyeball. Like they see you, Gemini. They really, really see you. And the more powerful you get or you allow yourself to be, the more they see you. All right, what else? We have the world, beautiful. The world is changing, yes, indeed. Officially in March, Saturn and Pluto change signs. We have the 8 of coins and the 3 of wands. Okay. So, the world is turning over. Now, the world and chariot are similar because they're both like kind of transport. This one, I often feel is like a portal or like a time warp almost, like you're jumping into a new timeline, as we say nowadays in the New Age community, right? You're moving into a new timeline or you're moving into a new existence, and you are being guided and supported and protected as you are transporting into that new world. But remember, this has to do with your being. When you be the tower, okay, or when you are the tower, when you be the tower, you are creating shockwaves in the entire fabric of reality. You are legitimately changing the world because you are different. Therefore, the external world must respond. Okay? So you are changing the world, not necessarily because of what you are doing, but rather because of what you are being. And I think you're actually changing other people too. You're opening people's eyes. And it's also happening like really humbly. I don't see arrogance here. 8 of coins says you have your head down and you're just doing what feels right for you. You're just doing work, you're being productive, you're going about your life, you're living life completely normally. And yet, because the energy has shifted so dramatically for you, it's like everything is going to get out of your way. And therefore, 3 of wands, there is a free and clear path for wealth and prosperity to make its way to you. Okay, now 3 of wands, there's often patience involved. I don't think you're doing this in order to get anything. Okay, this is not about getting anything. This is about just feeling better about yourself. Feeling like you truly do respect yourself in the highest possible way. And when you are aligned that way, it's easy for really good things to come to you. And I think the King of Cups is a part of that too. This is all sorts of, this is not just love and romance, although it can be. It can also be money. It can be business opportunities. It can be travel. It can be a whole new lifestyle. It can be a new family. It could be all sorts of really, really good stuff. Okay? So let's pull out the clarifiers. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm going to talk for another 20 to 30 minutes about all of these cards. You can find the link in the description box in the comment thread down below. Ooh, another world card. I love it. So, yes. I forgot what I said. I don't remember if I said this already. We talked for another 20 to 30 minutes about all these cards, and all the information is in the description box in the comment thread down below. I think I did just say that. I'm sorry for repeating myself. Okay, Knight of Coins. We have, so the world, the Knight of Coins, and then we have the High Priestess. 10 of coins in the environment also aligns with that 3 of wands. We have the 5 of wands. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Now, let's start with the Hierophant. What else does Gemini need to know about the Hierophant? King of Cups reversed. Two of Swords. I think, and the Moon. Why do I feel so much mystery around that King of Cups? Ace of Swords, another Hierophant. Wait, what was this card? 10 of Cups, that's right. Knight of Swords. We have the 8 of Wands. 2 of Coins and the King of Swords. I'm really liking the fact that you've got kings coming out. I'm loving the king energy. 4 of Cups. 5, yeah. And Temperance. Some of you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. Got 2 Sagittarius cards there. We have Judgment. 7. Judgment, and then the thunderclaps. Boom. I don't know if you guys heard that in the microphone or not. Another 5 of Wands. And 3 of Cups. 7 of Swords. Page of Swords. 8 of Coins. 7 of Cups. The Sun. Ace of Coins. Another Judgment card. Okay. Another Hanged Man card. I love what is happening to your mind, Gemini. It truly feels like something incredible is waking up inside of you. Like you're finally seeing the light with something. Queen of Cups. Another High Priestess. And the 6 of Cups. Oh, and then I just happened to see the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is where we're going to pick up in the comprehensive. So again, if you want to join me, you are more than welcome. Thank you all so much. You guys know I love and adore you. Have a great March, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.